Today's Hall of Fame honoree enjoys river rafting, waterfall jumping, and hiking.
She also teaches swimming and loves to snow ski.
Oh, yeah, and one more thing. She also happens to be blind. Check her out in action.
Please welcome from Cardiff, California, 15-year-old Juliana Raish.
Now, Juliana, skiing is even difficult for people with sight. How did you ever learn how to ski?
Well, my first trip skiing was with my Girl Scout troop, and they have what's known as the Handicap Ski School up at Big Bear Mountain, which is in Southern California. And what you do is you just get paired up with a guide who's sighted, hopefully, and then basically it's really similar to the process that a sighted person would go through. They go through all the drills with you. You practice a couple times down the bunny slope, and then you hit the chairlift, and you go up and ski down. So
now, Juliana, all these sports seem to take a lot of courage. How do you find the trust to move around?
Well, in my shoes, you don't really have a choice as far as that goes. So you really have to trust, the person that you're with, that they'll just, guide you correctly.
Speaking of trust, I know dressing is a big part of a lot of teenagers. They get up and what they wear is kind of crucial to them. And who is it that you trust to kind of pick out what you wear or tell you what looks nice or how well you look?
My friends and my mom, for example, when we go shopping or something, she'll, pull out, something that she kind of thinks is kind of cool. Nice. And she'll describe it to me, and then if I like it, I'll say, hey, that's cool, that's jamming, or if I don't like it, then I'll say, no, I don't want that. So, and also, getting other opinions from other people, too, so.
Now, Juliana, how do you put on your makeup in the morning?
Well, it's kind of, my question for you is, when you wake up in the morning, though, you're pretty tired, so you're not, totally coherent. Yeah, exactly, so just, you usually put it on with half your eyes closed, too. So it's not really, but it's not, it's just all by feel, when you, I know where my mouth is, and my eyes are, so you just kind of position where you think it is. And sometimes I miss, but that's okay.
Now, you like to ski. What other things do you enjoy doing?
Well, I love guitar, and I like movies.
What?
Movies?
Movies.
What are you guys looking at me like? No, I guess you want to understand why I like movies. I just think that listening to a movie is kind of like a storybook. It's like, a book on tape. I'm sure that you guys have seen those in bookstores.
Nice.
So it's kind of neat. The advantage of going to a movie is that you have music and you have the sound effects. And, if I don't understand, what's going on the screen, if it's a real visual type of a deal, which most movies are, but that's okay, then I just ask someone, sitting next to me, what's going on? Type of a deal. And they explain it to me.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite? Definitely Beauty and the Beast.
Well, you mentioned you like to play guitar. I've tried to play guitar also, and I do play it. And after a while playing, I can close my eyes and play a song, but I couldn't imagine trying to pick it up without being able to, have learned first. How did you ever try to pick that up?
What I do is I just found a teacher, and how they teach me, they would when you first get a guitar, your visual concept of it is, 6 strings, a neck of the guitar, the bass, how to strum it, that type of a deal. So, I would feel it as far as that goes. And then as far as chord positions and your hand movement, I would basically, they would either move my hands or I would feel their hands.
That's cool. Would you mind playing us a piece? We have a guitar
I'd love to.
Great.
I'll do my best. This song is a Latin folk song, and it's called Malagueña. It's a really fun one to play.
Some of the audience members have some questions for you, so would you mind answering some questions?
Not at all.
Great, okay.
When you lost your eyesight, did you go through a period of depression, and if so, how did you deal with it to get to where you are today?
Yeah, I could definitely answer that question. At first it was really, really hard because I didn't know what was going on and I was so young. They first found out that I was losing my vision at 7, but I really didn't start learning Braille till I was about 10. So I had about, how many years was that? About 3 years. That was really difficult because I wasn't able to read books very easily. And as far as being depressed or anything, I wasn't really so much depressed as I was kind of confused and angry. So, but where I am today, I'd have to totally give credit to my family and the excellent teachers that I have now, because they were the ones that really taught me all the skills that are necessary for a visually impaired person to live in a sighted world. So definitely.
We have another question here.
How would you like people to treat you? Should they help you or just leave you alone?
Well, that's a really good question. I would like to be treated as normal as possible, and believe me, if I need help, I'll shout. So I do that quite well. So, but no, I think this goes for anyone. They just want to be treated just as a quote-unquote normal, human being or whatever you want to refer to them as.
That's incredible. Juliana, we'd like to welcome you into our Hall of Fame by honoring you with this Mickey Award. Can you read this? I'm going to put it in your hands here.
Mickey Mouse Club, Hall of Fame, Juliana Raish.
Congratulations and welcome.
If there's someone you'd like to submit into our Hall of Fame, write to us at Mickey Mouse Club, Hall of Fame, Disney MGM Studios, P.O. Box 10200, Lake Buena Vista, Florida, 32830. And be sure to include your name, address, and telephone number.